As the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. An internship marks just the beginning of a young mind's journey into the world of work. It's an opportunity for growth and development, providing invaluable experiences that shapes one's future endeavors. Today on CVM News at Noon, we present the feature, The Return of an Intern. I am Leopold Smith. In today's feature, we take a deeper look into the internship of a young man who began his journey at CVM TV in the summer of 2023. At the dawn of our Sunrise rebrand, this young man embarked on his month-long internship in our marketing department. Hailing from the quaint district of Tawile St. Mary, Leopold Smith always dreamed of working for Jamaica's prominent media houses, with aspirations of hosting his own television program someday. As he entered his final year at the prestigious Caribbean School of Media and Communication, CARMAC, Leopold learned that to graduate with a degree in integrated marketing communication, students must complete a 160-hour internship. During his family vacation, Leopold received an email offering an internship position at CVM TV. Despite the lack of Wi-Fi in Cuba, he eagerly applied using mobile data, showcasing his determination to kickstart his media journey. Fortune smiled upon him when he secured an interview with CVM TV's head of marketing, Andrew Brown.
As Leopold's internship comes to an end, I reminisce on when he first started with us here at CVM Television. As a young, eager intern, unaware of the world, I joke. But you know, he's always had an interest in media, and he's always expressed that to the team. And so giving him an opportunity here at CVM to really dive into his passions, dive into the field, I think has been a rewarding experience for both him and us here. He has a great temperament. He's a pleasure to have around the office. He doesn't cause too much trouble. He takes lessons very well. Like, he wants to learn. He wants to improve. He wants to do better. He wants to, I guess, do good work, and that shows in his personality. He follows up. He asks the right questions, and that's kind of what you want in this industry. Someone that's going to be curious. Not just curious, but diligent and disciplined.
With success in hand, Leopold made haste and moved to Kingston that very weekend. Upon joining the marketing team, Leopold seamlessly integrated himself into the dynamic environment that is CVM TV. His responsibilities included social media treatments for news stories, managing the department's branding inventory, and producing and voicing the CVM top 5 news stories of the day. His duties grew to include managing content for CVM TV's social media platforms and producing the weekly scoop, alongside providing social media coverage for live shows like Sunrise and CVM News at 7, and on-location shoots for flagship programs such as The Cut and Corner Office. Notably, Leopold earned the trust of his superiors, as evidenced by his responsibility to manage all digital work for CVM News in the absence of a team member. Under the mentorship of Sean Birch, the digital marketing manager, and Andrew Brown, Leopold further honed his skills.
As the time goes by, that he's stepping out and he's being more confident and he's speaking up, especially with ideas or suggestions or changing of ideas to improve on a certain task or duty. He's definitely been stepping out more. Leo, he does a lot. He from publishing on the website to editing videos, doing voiceovers for ads and sponsorships, and just supporting his teammates, and they rely on him heavily to the point where I'm ready to tell Leo stop spoiling them, because you can fall back on your task if you continuously bail others out. So sometimes it's good to push back, allow them to do what they need to do while you focus on your task. And if you do have that free time, definitely chip in as a team player. But yes, he's definitely relied upon, and they love him. They love having him around. We enjoy his spirit. Like, Leo is just he's just an overall good person, a gentle giant I call him. So I definitely he earned my trust to begin with one of the most frequent tasks that he gets on a regular basis, which is event coverage. And I must tell you, the first time I was nervous when I sent him out on an assignment, because event coverage, it covers a whole lot. So whether it be interviews, B-rolls, showing the entrance of an event, showing the experience you want to give people, you want to tell that story. So I wasn't sure if Leo knew exactly how to capture that in the moment. So he did struggle at first, but the good thing is he reached out for help, and I gave him some guidance. And can I tell you, I only needed to give him a quick run through probably once or twice, and ever since then we haven't turned back. Leo is our lead on all event coverage. Like, he is the top performer on event coverage, which speaks just to his character and his continuous growth and improvement. Like, he takes instructions well, and he adds his own flair to it, which is very impressive. So with that, now he's become the lead. So that just shows you the type of person that Leopold is, and we hope that he'll want to stay on. We hope that we'll have that space, we'll have that capacity to give him a full-time spot with us, because he's been a pleasure to have around, and we hope that he stays.
Now let's hear more from the CVM marketing team members as they share their experiences working with Leopold.
How has it been working with Leopold? Wow, let me count the ways. No, seriously, it has truly been very refreshing. That's the word that I would use, working with Leopold. He's a great team player. He came in and he found his groove within the symphony of everything that happens around here, and it's just really been a joy and a pleasure working with him. He takes instructions very well. He also is he's very, what's the word I'm looking for here? He takes initiative really well on things, and so we're not always having to micromanage him, which is really, really great. And I just think he's gonna do great anywhere he goes.
So I've worked with Leo for some time now, and one of the traits that I really admire about Leo is that he's super creative. He comes up with amazing ideas, and once Leo is passionate about something, he's gonna flesh everything out to the T, very organized and structured, which is a quality that I admire a lot in people. So I definitely admire his passion, his drive, his creativity, his willingness to think through ideas.
It's really been a joy and a pleasure working with Leopold over the past several months. He has grown significantly in his role, and his contribution to the team has been tremendous. His creativity, his eagerness to learn and to contribute, we really appreciated it. And as a former Carmack alum myself, I'm really proud of the product that Carmack has put out.
Alright, so working with Leopold was an experience. I enjoyed the ride. I saw where he was able to fit different roles, from interviewer to being interviewed to video man to an editor, and it was good seeing how well he was able to fit into the team. What I can say though, is a perfectionist. I see where there's a lot of room for improvement. However, whenever Leopold is given a work to do, he'll get it done, and I can literally trust him to, get the job done. Yeah, he reminds me of myself, definitely. I remember going to an event, and before we went out to, start doing the interviews, he was literally working on a previous event. I don't know if he remembers, but it was kind of hilarious because we wanted to go to the event to cover, and we sat in the car editing videos before we go to another event. And mind you, those videos that we were editing was from a previous event, and I had to sit in the car with Leo until the videos were complete. And it was just another angle of Leo that I was like, okay, this perfectionist guy is dragging me into this thing where we need to get this job done, but here he is sitting in the car editing videos before we just but I like that he's a go-getter. I like that once he makes his mind up to do something, he's going to get it done, and that's needed in the world of work, and I wish him all the best.
To be honest, I didn't even realize Leopold was an intern. He worked very well. The first time we used him in the news department was for a newscast I read on. And when I was reading, I noticed he was being very meticulous about the angles. He was excited. He was doing some mashups for Instagram and the online platforms. And I was most excited to see what they would look like. When I finished and I finally had a chance to look at them, I was very impressed, and I'm not easily impressed, I must add. But Leopold did work that was akin to a professional who's been at it for a while. And so I must commend Leopold on that, because it's not every day you find an intern who can wow you, so to speak. That when he finally started coming here in the news department more often and finally said that he was on an internship, I was a little surprised. I did say to him, please speak to your manager and tell them that you have an interest in being here full-time, no longer part-time or whatever else it was. And he took my advice. So here's to potentially a full-time job. And let this be a message of inspiration to others who may watch this video sometime in the future, that you enter a company, the opportunities are endless, and if you have the right attitude, there is just about nothing that will be off limits to you.
When asked about recommendations to improve the internship program at CVM TV, Leopold emphasized the need for more designated internship slots across all departments. He stressed the importance of hands-on experience in honing one's media skills. And that wraps up our feature on The Return of an Intern. Stay tuned for more insightful stories right here on CVM News at Noon. I'm Leopold Smith. Pleasant viewing.